friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a special double episode for day 17 and 18 of Inktober. Yesterday I rested my arm and shoulder and tried to see if that would help it feel any better today. And it did seem to help a little bit. This morning when I woke up, the pain was not quite as bad, and yeah, until I started drawing and then it kind of came back. But it does seem to be slowly improving, so that's a good sign. Hopefully it will continue to do so. If you missed some of my previous videos, I have a pinched nerve, they think, so that is what is causing my pain. And it can take anywhere from a few weeks to a few months to resolve, and in the meantime it's making it hard for me to complete my artwork like I want to. Anyway, today I am back at it and I finished both drawings for yesterday and today, and this is the video for both of them. I went a little bit detailed with yesterday's drawing for Ornament. I didn't realize how long it would take me to line and color all of this, but I had this vision in my mind of a close-up on a Christmas tree branch with some ornaments and lights, and I wanted to try and see if I could get it looking the way I had envisioned. In the end, I think it turned out pretty close. I could have done better with the ornaments themselves, getting them to look shiny and kind of metallic. That's something I definitely need to practice, is reflective surfaces. I'm not great at that. That and transparent surfaces. I need to practice both of those quite a bit more. But all in all, I think the general vibe of the piece and the lighting turned out like I was hoping it would. I used my orange marker to go around the outside of each of the little lights, and then I used my colorless blender Copic marker to kind of blend the inside so it would look like it was glowing from inside. And then I tried a little tip-to-tip method to get some orange on the ornament. It wasn't working the greatest, so in the end I just went in with the actual tip of the orange marker, and that seemed to work better. It was a little bit harsh for what I wanted, but I'm not sure what else I could have done there except use a lighter orange marker, which I don't have. So, you can really see here that my light gray marker is really starting to go pretty dry. I was having trouble getting it to do what I needed it to do. But I guess that's what comes of using it a lot day in and day out. I'm still pretty new to alcohol markers, so I'm not sure how long they typically last or over how many uses they typically work, but yeah, the light gray is definitely showing signs of completely failing on me. And now we're on to the part that took the longest, which was coloring in all of the little branches and trying to get the lighting to look like I wanted it to in each part, which basically meant I used my lighter gray on the parts where I thought the glow from the little lights would be reflecting, and then my darker gray blended into that on the parts where I thought there would be less light. So that was a little bit tricky. Lighting is another thing that's tricky and hard for me. I'm sure that some of you can relate. But we're always getting better, and this was a good opportunity to practice it, and I think it worked out pretty well. When I look at this piece, the finished piece, I can see the areas of glow, so that's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so here is the finished piece for Ornament, day 17. I really like it. I'm proud of how it turned out. I hope you guys like this one. And now we're going to move on to day 18. And this one I combined 2 prompts again. So I used the official prompt list for Mistfit and then the Small Town Spells prompt list for Stars. You might have noticed I've been doing a lot of profile shots when I draw humans in this Inktober challenge, and that is because I feel like my profiles need more practice. They always look a little bit wonky, so I'm trying to get better at making those look nicer, and I think this one turned out pretty alright. I'm happy with it. So to follow the Mistfit prompt, I drew a girl who has the non-traditional look for her hair, and a different color for her hair, and gauged earrings and some tattoos. And the reason I felt this fit with the theme is because in a lot of our society today, it's still kind of not typical or expected to present yourself in a way that's different from the norm. And I think that's pretty sad, honestly, because the way we choose to present ourselves can be a form of art in itself. And as an artist, I really appreciate that. And I wish I could be a little bit more out there with my own look. For several reasons I can't, but I really enjoy drawing characters and people who are able to look that way. Bright colored radical hairstyles are some of my favorite things. I love seeing creative tattoos on people and jewelry, and I just think it's a really fun thing to explore with my art. So with the underside of her hair where it's shaved, I wanted to show that it's the natural color there, so I just went with grays for that part. I tried shading her face with my lightest color marker, but man, it's really getting low, so it was looking pretty patchy. The coloring for this one was pretty straightforward with minimal shading and just some focusing on the hair, and hopefully it really brings out the tattoos on her neck that are for the star theme. And then once she was all colored, I felt like her outline needed to be a bit more defined in some areas. So I went in with my thicker liner and darkened it up where it separates the face from the star background. And then I used my white Posca to separate her face from the black background. I'm not sure I like that, but it doesn't look too bad. And here's this finished art piece. Which one was your favorite of these two? I had fun working on both of them. I think I bit off more than I expected with the Ornament one, but I like how they both turned out, and I'm glad I was able to catch back up again. So I will see you all tomorrow for day 19. Bye everyone.